Hello and welcome back to our research playlist where we are going to explore the roadmap to engineering research. In this video, we'll try to understand what is literature review and what should be the approach towards writing a literature review. So let's proceed. These are the points which we are going to cover in today's video. At first, we'll see what is literature review along with its importance and highlighting the purpose as well. Then we'll see what are the different resources that are available for reviewing an article, at the same time put a light onto the steps and structure of writing a literature review. We'll also understand the approach to review an article, and also at last we'll see some of the crucial points which we need to remember while writing a literature review. So let's begin by trying to answer a simple question. What exactly is a literature review? During the initial few minutes, we'll try to get a basic idea of it. A literature review is nothing but a combination of two words, that is literature and review. Literature nothing but means a scholarly article or a publication which has been written on a particular topic. It may include journal articles, research reports, government reports, etc. And review is nothing but a simple process of careful selection of those literatures which are relevant to your topic or your research domain along with its interpretation and evaluation. Thus, we can say that reviewing a literature is one of the most significant steps in any research process. The main purpose of literature review is to convey to the reader about the work which is already done and the knowledge or ideas which are already been established in a particular topic of research. It also emphasizes on the previous knowledge, at the same time it sheds light on the recent research as well and what all can be done in the further research. We can say that literature review is a tedious task which requires sincere dedication and is one of the essential steps in any research process. Thus, a literature review can be addressed as a critical summary of the published work. It also helps the researcher to analyze and interpret some special issues within a research domain and also put forth the trends in recent research. Literature review can be termed as a framework where new findings are compared with the previous findings and are presented in the form of a literature. It also emphasizes on the gap that might exist in a previous research and a recent research. For example, if a technology was not available at a particular point of time when a certain research was carried out, but a newer technology was introduced later on which can be used in our present research, which may overcome the gap of technology in the recent research and the previous research. It also helps us to distinguish between what is already known or what is already done in a particular research field and what has to be done in the further research. Now that we have understood what is literature review, so let's take a look at the importance and purpose of writing a literature review. So the process of literature review involves encountering with some research problems or questions which can be interpreted by the present researcher and can be answered through his present research. As discussed earlier as well, it gives an account of what is the existing knowledge in a particular research domain. It also helps us in determining the gap or the inconsistencies in the previous literature. At the same time, a researcher might encounter an unanswered question while reading a particular literature, which can be answered through his research. It also helps to design a plan and methodology of the present research study, along with the strength and weaknesses that were highlighted in the previous publications. Now, let's try to understand the purpose of writing a literature review. This was all about the importance. So, what exactly is the purpose now? It not only builds up the knowledge of the researcher who is presently conducting the research, but also enhances the scope of the present research as well. It also helps the researcher to analyze what all should be the further advancement or the development in that particular research domain, or that particular problem statement can be enhanced to a next level. And also through the research on the previous publications or reading the previous articles, we may encounter some recommendations and some enhancement in that as well, which can be done in our present model. Needless to say that it avoids the duplication and at the same time narrow down the key features which are supposed to be addressed in the present research. So apart from these particular points, here are some new points that can be highlighted as the purpose of writing a literature review. A literature review can also help to bridge the gap of the inconsistencies which we are talking about in the previous slides. It also helps the researcher to look at the resources which are referred by the previous researcher or the previous person who conducted that particular research and written down the research paper. It also points out the variation which are observed in a particular phenomenon which can be used as a reference in our present research. Now that we have understood what is the importance and purpose of literature review, So let's put a light on the resources that can be used for writing literature review. Few of the common resources are enlisted below, which includes books, journal publications, theses, then conference papers, magazines and articles, research reports, and other electronic databases. We are almost familiar with all of these resources which are enlisted here, and they are easy to access as well. However, a literature which is supposed to be reviewed can be obtained from two major sources. That is, the first one is the primary source and the second one is the secondary source. So let's see them in detail. As the name itself suggests, most of the literature reviews relies on the primary sources, within which we can say that research reports are the common example of the primary sources. A research report describes the complete study which is conducted by a researcher while doing the research. As mentioned here as well, the primary source implies that the researcher himself has investigated on a particular topic and has enlisted down the observations in the form of a body of knowledge. Such resources are available in the form of published literatures. We can say that journal publications and research articles are some of the common examples of primary sources. Now let's see what are the secondary sources. It nothing but refers to those research documents which includes the conduct of study which is done by another researcher and is documented by some other researcher. These documents are more often written by the person other than the individual who has actually conducted the research. Thus, these documents involves analysis and interpretation of the observations which are obtained by a certain researcher, and those analysis is documented in the form of a research document which we can say is available as a secondary source. Articles which include such analysis of other research papers comes under the secondary sources. Now, one of the crucial thing is how to write a literature review, for which we must be aware of the structure and steps for writing it. The structural component of literature review are introduction, body, and conclusion. The introduction part mainly focuses on the definition of the problem statement, which also provides us an appropriate context for reviewing an article or a research paper or a literature. It should also highlight the purpose of review with the concise overview of the topic, along with which it should also outline the scope and criteria of the research as well. The things which are supposed to be written in the body of the literature review are summary and synthesis of the research. Then we need to make sure that the continuity is maintained throughout while summarizing the findings in the literature. At the last part, that is the conclusion part, we should brief the summary in short with enlisting the observations in the literature which we have reviewed. This is the section which can breach the inconsistencies in the past research by identifying them in a particular literature. Also, the conclusion part should point out the rationale for the further research as well. Now let's take a look at the steps for writing a literature review. So at first, choose the research domain and also the topic or the research problem. The next step is to explore that particular domain and enlist the findings from past research by identifying the correct resources from which we have referred the documents. Continue your search and filter out those literatures with the region of interest concerned to your research domain. And then read that literature and analyze it technically with the interpretation of the result and the observations or the findings in that particular literature. And at last, write a review of the same in the previously mentioned structural format. Now that we have break down the literature review process in different steps, so let's see how to approach for writing a literature review and what all should be the points which we need to keep in our mind while doing so. The aspects like planning, time, writing and reading skills, etc. are required to write a complete review. A review of a literature which displays the complete research framework in front of the reader who is reading that particular review, so that he or she can have the complete understanding or the complete idea of the research, what exactly is present in that literature as well, and it can be termed as a successful review. It should also reflect the details of the literature which is reviewed rather than the simple description. It should have the capability to influence the further research and also highlight how the research has contributed to the existing knowledge of a field. Now let's sum up the complete literature review process into following key points which we need to remember. You should be specific with the points to be included in the review and should clearly express them. Those points should be best representation of the literature and should highlight all the details of the findings in the literature. Being selective towards only most significant topics which has contributed the most to your research is one of the things which we need to keep in mind while writing the review. Ensure that the evidences has to be taken from a verified source. Citing a research paper which you have referred is one of the most important thing to acknowledge the contribution of the previous researcher who has written down that particular research paper or the literature. Make sure to avoid the abbreviations and use simple, accurate sentences to describe the complete details of the literature. Organize the literature review in a previously discussed structural format and keep an account of the contrary evidences as well. Also, ensure that the reference is taken from the verified or an original source. And that's it. I hope that you have understood and are pretty much clear about the literature review process through this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.